Welcome to the Just Minding My Black-Owned Business podcast, the place to be if you are a business owner, entrepreneur, or business leader wanting to take your business from good to great. Tune in as we speak with amazing thought leaders, CEOs, and business trailblazers about their journey, challenges, and successes. Here's your host and business innovation expert, Lynn Nicole. Welcome to the Just Minding My Black-Owned Business podcast. I am your host, Lynn Nicole, and I'm here to bridge the gap between your passion and success for your business or idea. Today's current world situation seems to be the universal trend, with all the memes, videos, and content we're now receiving either being tainted or influenced in a way by the COVID-19 lockdown. What exactly can you do about that if you're a small business owner? Most people will tell you to remain productive and hopeful and use your government's help plan to thrive while things get sorted out. But there's really so much more you can do to help your business remain afloat while the pandemic numbers dwindle. On today's episode, I'll be providing you with some neat strategies to remain productive during lockdown and also keep your business afloat. Some small businesses during the pandemic have either thrived or suffered greatly. There's really no sugarcoating to this fact. Many small businesses have closed worldwide to fit in with the health protocols. Some of them have closed temporarily, while others will have an extremely difficult time opening their doors to the public again. And this counts double for the United States, where the COVID-19 pandemic emerged as a massive threat to the nation's small businesses. Despite Congress approving a historical $700 billion to support them, not everyone will be able to open their doors and resume operations as fast as possible. Let's take the entertainment business, for example. Now that we've seen concerts being performed live from home, having a ticketing or entertainment business is more difficult than ever. Even when the lockdown is lifted in some areas, people will still want to avoid gathering for as long as they can until there's no more trace of the COVID-19. And that can easily take months, if not a year. Now, there are places around the world where the pandemic has pretty much subsided, allowing some small businesses to resume operations, though at least 80% of the small business niche has suffered great financial losses this year. The destruction has been even higher in the restaurant industry, where 3% of restaurant operators have gone out of business, according to the National Restaurant Association. Furthermore, it has been projected that around 100,000 small businesses have shut their doors permanently since the pandemic had exploded in April, with some studies even suggesting that at least 2% of small businesses were gone due to a survey performed in May. Many small business closure ads, images, and news have begun appearing on Facebook pages, websites, and other blogs around the world. And the worst of all is that most analysts have warned that this is only the beginning of these bankruptcies. Another big complaint is that small businesses have to use 3/4 of the Paycheck Protection Program money on payroll in order for it to become a grant that does not have to be repaid. Congress designed this program that way to help save jobs, but it's actually causing problems when rent or other expenses represent a larger share of a company's obligations compared with payroll. 2% in the United States is quite a lot. So what exactly can a small business owner do to stay on track and not be flooded away by this wave of financial loss and negativity? The best advice I can give you is to keep marketing your business. If you're closed or if you're open, keep marketing and promoting your business in all social media channels and own advertising media. And if they are free, then that's even better. That's because people need to see that your business is still alive. They need to be reminded that even if you're closed, you're staying afloat amidst all of this. So promote your business among your peers, promote it among your friends, in Facebook groups, in Twitter, everywhere that you can. It can also be a great way to generate sales if you're still open. Now, as a standalone business owner, there are several tips I would love to recommend you to stay productive and avoid anxiety or even burnout from working too much. So first up would be creating a routine. Most countries in the world have established some strict lockdown rules of conduct while the whole widespread disease is getting sorted out. And that has definitely changed the way we work and stay productive. As a business owner, you've probably heard about the importance of establishing a routine as fast as possible. You probably have one even when we weren't in quarantine. However, some of us might even have more spare time, which can lead to the dreaded time spent doing nothing. If you have not revised your quarantine schedule to fit in with your new routine, then you should take some time in your day to do so. It will only take less than an hour and it will allow you to completely organize your day. Also, many have reported that most people's sleep schedules have been greatly affected by lockdown. Don't let that be you. Try to keep your routine and wake up as early as you can. This will allow you to be as productive as possible once your feet hit the ground. Oprah Winfrey used to wake up at the crack of dawn to begin working. And so can you as a business owner to remain inspired, positive, and productive while all of this gets sorted out. We need to be hopeful, but we also need to take action to mitigate the effects of the world's current situation. You also need to set clearly stated limits on places where you're going to be working at home. Working on the sofa or on the bed might seem like a dream come true. However, this always lowers your overall working well-being and getting a lot done due to how comfortable you are. You might even end up snoozing or avoiding work when you're so comfortable. We'd recommend you establish a custom-made home office with a desk, a comfortable but not overly cozy chair that helps you concentrate on what you're doing and featuring little noise, especially if you have brothers and sisters or little children at home. If you're a mother or an adult caregiver, your new distraction will be working from home with your kids, being, well, kids. So on that note, we're going to go ahead and take a quick pause, so stay tuned, and when we return, we will continue our discussion on how to remain productive during lockdown. We'll be right back.
Hey, this is Sydney Cherla-Lene, and I'm so excited to share with you my international podcast, Perfect Timing, that'll be broadcasted on Mondays at 2 p.m. through Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, and so much more. We will have outstanding guests that'll talk about their passions, goals, and dreams. Make sure you tune in and have a seat at the table where we will create a voice for us every Monday at 2 p.m. This is Sydney Collins of Perfect Timing.
Have you heard about the new Black Business Directory? Welcome to Click Urban. Here, you can find hundreds of businesses owned by us. Whatever business professional you're looking for, they're right here. And the best part is, membership is absolutely free. Just go to www.theclickurban.com, sign up for a free account, create your free listing, and boom, you're done. Begin surfing the largest Black business directory online and be seen by hundreds of customers and clients all in one place. Get exposure on all of the major search engines, including Google. Our innovative platform includes search engine optimization that will make your listing easy to find. This is the hottest new business directory created for us, by us. Join today. Go to www.theclickurban.com.
Welcome back to the Just Minding My Black-Owned Business podcast. We're going to go ahead and move on to our next topic of discussion, staying true to your diet. Eating healthy is one of the best favors you can do to your body during quarantine. Make sure to ingest the appropriate daily intake of fruits, veggies, nuts, seeds, and most importantly, stay away from junk food and refined sugars. When we're more sedentary than ever, keeping a check to your eating habits is more important than ever. It will also overflow into your productivity as your body will feel it's intaking the appropriate nutrients to work properly. Now, when it comes to dressing up, Many people forget the importance of showering and dressing up for work, even if you're not going into the office. The truth is that your home is now your new office. And if you want the best productivity for it, make sure to dress appropriately. This will help your brain process that you're set up for work and avoid procrastination. The next tip I'd like to highlight is the importance of meditation. Panicking, stressing, and letting anxiety overcome you are surefire ways to let things affect you more than they should. Instead, try to reflect on what has caused the issues and focus on solutions to make lemonade out of the lemons life throws at you. Take a deep breath and plug off your connections to what's causing you stress. People, social media, or anything else that you can control. While we have no kind of control over what life might bring us, we can definitely control how we react to it and what we can do to prevent it. Meditation is a great exercise for keeping calm while also working out. It helps you think on things a bit more clearly and with a cooler head, thus letting you take more nuanced decisions when you're finally going to act. Meditating in the mornings or before you go to sleep, or maybe even at both times, will help you eliminate negativity, anxiety, and worries from your body and mind. It will benefit your productivity and help you focus better on what you should be doing. Now, social media is great. It allows us to connect with our friends and family from around the globe and find out all the latest news. However, try to limit your social media usage during a pandemic. When anxiety runs rampant in every little post, video, or meme, over-consuming news will only cause your productivity to eventually plummet to the bottom of the ocean as you'll start feeling depressed, distracted, or even overwhelmed. Also, try to avoid comparison with how others are spending their productive time, because honestly, quarantine is not a productivity contest. So stay productive and working, but don't feel bad if you're not working as hard as others, because everyone takes quarantine and its effects differently. Time blocking is one of the most effective ways to get things done, even if you're in quarantine or not. This time scheduling method is employed by some of the biggest and most successful entrepreneurs in history, such as Bill Gates, Elon Musk, and many more. Time blocking is the practice of planning out every moment of your day in advance and dedicating specific time blocks for certain tasks and responsibilities. By scheduling every minute of your day, you not only guard against distraction, but also multiplying your focus. Many YouTube tutorials explain how to do time blocking best, and we highly recommend you to do it to stay productive and avoid distractions. Time blocking is basically a simple, flexible, and effective way to help you to manage your time better and stay productive on a daily basis. Most importantly, time blocking helps you to take control of your time. So let's talk about setting boundaries real quick. You're working from home, but you need to establish a difference between what's working and what's doing chores. Some people will end up working longer because they're already at home and don't need to commute, while others may find themselves doing domestic chores during the day instead of taking breaks. While this may seem like a productive use of time, it can present an opportunity for burnout and overwhelm. Don't be that person who gets burned out by working 8 hours and then spending 4 more hours cleaning the house. Set some time in your free days specifically to do these chores. Trust me when I tell you, it's far better to set a specific time frame for your activities than trying to finish everything at the same time. And that counts double if you're a small business owner. We can be on call 24/7 during normal times, and the same could be possible if you're a digital business owner or a freelancer. Clients might need some emergency deadlines to be met, and I'll reiterate this, you're working from home. So set a specific time limit for communication with your clients and working on your project, and give yourself some free time to wind down. The COVID-19 pandemic has caused a lot of anxiety besides posing a danger on its own. So it's extremely important that you give yourself the time you deserve to relax and adapt to the situation. And the most important tip of all is to remain positive. Know that things will get back to normal, and meanwhile, just focus on doing what you know how to do best. When surrounded by money, safety, and love, it's always very easy to be grateful. There's nothing to worry about. But the same cannot be said for when you're in a crisis and your life is falling apart. There seems to be an absence of things to be thankful for when everything is going the other way it should. But the truth is that gratefulness should be focused toward the little things we have in our life. The ability to breathe, the possibility of hope and gratefulness for what we have achieved in the past. Being grateful also lifts your mood, which will help you be able to focus on what truly matters. So with that said, that wraps up things for this episode of Just Minding My Black-Owned Business. What did you guys think of the podcast? And as always, please share, subscribe, and review us on Apple Podcasts or whatever podcast platform you do use. Thanks for listening, and remember, the dream is free, but the hustle is sold separately. See you next episode.
You've been listening to the Just Minding My Black-Owned Business with Lynn Nicole podcast. We hope you enjoyed this week's episode. If you would like more information on any of our stories or would like to know how to get involved and share your story, head over to our website at theclickurban.com to contact us. Have a great week, and we'll see you next episode.